Right now on Good Morning Northwest, more on what happened during an Ellensburg City Council meeting and why the mayor felt compelled to issue a statement. And how you can help Sunnyside firefighters after one of the items they used for a big fundraiser for the Cancer Center goes missing. And make sure to keep that umbrella handy. Meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your full weather forecast. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal. The time is 5 a.m. on Friday, March 22nd. We made it to Friday. It was kind of a long week. Let's check in now on your forecast with meteorologist Tiffany Savona. Tiffany, when do we need those umbrellas?
You'll need the umbrellas tonight and over the course of the weekend, Jessica, but the weather was fantastic this week, and it's still going to be a relatively warm day for at least this point in the month of March. So we're taking a look at our first alert radar right now. Things are quiet. There are some coastal showers west of Seattle at this time, and those rain showers will gradually be moving eastward throughout the day. So our temperatures right now are in the 40s, 40 degrees Tri-Cities, 46 Walla Walla. We're at 42 at Hanford and 38 degrees in Yakima. So we do expect a lot of clouds today. Temperatures in Yakima rising into the lower 60s. Tri-Cities will be in the lower 60s around lunchtime, 69 by 5. And Walla Walla, we're looking at temperatures to rise to around 67 later this afternoon. If you have plans tonight or over the course of the weekend, you will need the umbrella, but we're not looking at a washout. So we'll have that hour-by-hour forecast for you coming up in a bit. Jessica?
Thank you, Tiffany. And the woman who is accused of a deadly drunk driving crash on Christmas Day near Hermiston has been arrested. 23-year-old Rylene Cook is charged with second-degree manslaughter, 6 counts of assault, 3 counts of reckless endangerment, reckless driving, and DUI. Authorities say Cook was driving her vehicle with her 2 children, ages 3 and 5, on Umatilla River Road when she crashed into another car and caused a third car to also crash. 10-year-old Anthony Guizar died. 6 other people were hurt. Cook is currently in the Umatilla County Jail. Her bail has been set at $500,000. The Yakima Valley Special Investigations Unit has released more information about the police shooting in Yakima last week. The person who was shot has been identified as 31-year-old Victor Gomez of Yakima. He was treated and released from the hospital the same day the shooting happened. Investigators found probable cause to arrest Gomez, and he was booked into the Yakima County Jail based on charges filed by prosecutors. He was charged with second-degree assault, second-degree unlawful possession of a firearm, possession of a stolen vehicle, and possession of a stolen firearm. Also attempting to elude and pursuing a police vehicle, pursuing police vehicle, and his arraignment is scheduled for March 29th. And the officer who shot Gomez has been identified as Alan Martinez, who has been with the Yakima Police Department since 2020. He's currently on administrative leave, which is common in cases of police firing their weapons. And the Ellensburg City Council facing another racist speech at its latest meeting, just months after being targeted by Zoom bombers. One man in person signed up under a false name to talk about the Ellensburg Police Department, but comments quickly became racist, also anti-Semitic and hateful. The crowd yelled for him to stop. The mayor gave several warnings to the man to stay on topic, but he was eventually escorted out by police.
I was trying to be very protective of the individual's rights, to say what they said, but as soon as they deviated outside the bounds of the rules, you're done.
The city revised rules for public comment after the Zoom bombing happened last fall. The mayor says if this keeps happening, they may need to put in further restrictions. The Confederated Tribes of the Umatilla Indian Reservation participated in honoring the 80th anniversary of the deadly Umatilla Army Ordnance Depot explosion. The service was held at the Reese Training Center near Hermiston. The Oregon National Guard Color Guard posted the colors, and then a tribal blessing was given at the explosion site. The service was then taken to the Memorial Plaque Park, where a moment of silence was held. The explosion happened inside an igloo that had 264 bombs stored in it in 1944. 6 people were killed. The The igloos were built as a military munitions and supply depot on 20,000 acres of Umatilla and Morrow counties as the United States was preparing for World War II. The site was selected, historians say, because it was safe from attacks by sea as well as being near railroad lines and a port location. A Sunnyside Firefighters Union needs your help in finding a tote full of t-shirts. Sunnyside firefighters, members of the Sunnyside Professional Firefighters, IAFF Local 3542, says a tote was removed from a firefighter's personal vehicle. Inside the tote were t-shirts with the union's logo, and the group sells these t-shirts to raise money for cancer awareness. The donations go towards the Cancer Center in Sunnyside, and the tote is described as black with a yellow lid. They are hoping somebody will bring their t-shirts back. And the Yakima County Sheriff's Office says several courts in our region are being used in scam calls. According to information from the Yakima Municipal Court, people are receiving calls from a person using the names of real judges and telling them there's a warrant out for their arrest. The caller says they must pay a fee to stop the warrant, and this is a scam. This is not a real call. If you get a call like this, hang up the phone immediately. And authorities say courts do not call people and request money about their cases. A Washington highway will be dedicated this weekend in honor of a WSP trooper who was killed in the line of duty. 28-year-old trooper Justin Schaefer died after he was hit by a car on I-5 near Chehalis in March of 2020. He had been with the State Patrol for more than 6 years. Two WSDOT signs will designate a 6-mile section of State Route 6 that'll bear his name. And the ceremony begins at 3 p.m. on Sunday. That's March 24th at Adna Middle High School in Chehalis. And both lanes of State Route 6 will be blocked for the ceremony. The city of Richland is preparing to remove several aging trees in Jefferson Park next week and replacing them with new trees. And this is part of the city's Renew and Replace model, first initiated about 10 years ago. The model includes planting new trees and allowing them enough time to establish growth before removing the old trees. Next week, the city will begin to remove older trees lining George Washington Way. The city says it's necessary to remove these trees now so the younger ones can survive and grow. In celebration of Arbor Day on April 26th, the city plans on planting 25 new trees on the east side of the park as well. Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, you have to ask yourself if you're feeling lucky. 2 days, 2 big jackpots, Mega Millions and Powerball frenzy as people hope to cash in on a big payday. We'll be right back with that next.
Did you know that you may have insurance coverage for your own medical expenses? If you have insurance questions, call Allen Brecky Law Offices. Call 735-0546 to find out what your rights are under the law.
There's no other word quite like home, because it's more than any specific place. It could be in the team spirit that keeps your heart pounding the whole drive over the mountains. It could be in the friendships that make you able to laugh at yourself. It's a feeling, a belonging, and that's really different for everyone. So while we can't define what home is to you, what we can do is help you get there.
Find your way home in a 2024 Mazda CX-5 with 0% financing from McCurley Mazda.
When it's more than just your lawn, it deserves the Kubota Z400. When you need a head-turning offer on class-leading speed, agility, durability, simple deck height adjustments, and a professional-grade cut, then you need the Kubota Z400 mower. Now get the Z400 mower for 0 down, 0% APR for 48 months or save $300.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
For 600 different cigars and 125 pipe tobaccos, it's The Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's The Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's The Educated Cigar. At The Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week.
Oh my gosh, wow. Who am I? Wow, is that really me? Hi, I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Plexiderm. All it takes is 10 minutes to reduce the appearance of under eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet. The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shell clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms. Take action with our Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. Try it today for only $14.95 plus get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Hey Ham Fam! Easter is March 31st and Honey Baked Ham is your Easter dinner headquarters. Bring home our famous slow-smoked, fully cooked spiral-cut hams, dripping with our handcrafted, mouth-watering glaze. At Honey Baked Ham, we have your complete meal with a host of delicious sides and decadent desserts ready for you to bring home. Honey Baked Ham on Columbia Center Boulevard in the Planet Fitness Shopping Center. Give us a call or order online at myhoneybakedstore.com. Put a Honey Baked Ham on your table this year.
Over the years, personal injury lawyers and law firms have come and gone from our area. For over 30 years, the constant voice for our community has been from Allen Brecky Law Offices. To find out what your rights are under the law, call now.
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. A new report suggests that much of the plastic that Amazon uses for shipping ends up in landfills. The U.S. Public Interest Research Group put trackers in bundles of Amazon shipping materials brought to drop-off sites. Those materials included plastic bags, bubble liners, and air pillows. Out of 93 items, the group found that only 4 made it to a recycling sorting center. 13 were taken to landfills. A quarter of the bundles ended up at a firm that uses plastic for decking, and Amazon says it's constantly working to make recycling easier for customers, but that it doesn't have control over how packaging is handled after it gets disposed of. And more than 440,000 Starbucks mug gift sets are being recalled due to burn and cutting risks. The ceramic mugs in the gift sets can overheat and break if microwaved. It can also happen if too hot of liquid is poured inside them. There are already a dozen reports of the mugs breaking and 10 people have suffered injuries. 9 of those reports include burns and blisters. The gift sets were sold nationwide and online from November 2023 through January 2024. If you have one, you're asked to return the mugs to the place of purchase to get a refund. And nobody's won the Mega Millions jackpot since December 8th of last year. And now the grand prize is expected to be worth almost $1 billion. $977 million is the estimated jackpot in Friday night's drawing. That would be the lottery's 6th largest. There have only been 5 Mega Millions jackpots that exceeded $1 billion. According to the lottery, the odds of winning the Mega Millions jackpot are 1 in 302 million, and that doesn't mean I'm still not going to try. However, the overall odds of winning any Mega Millions prize are 1 in 24. And there was also no big winner for Wednesday night's Powerball jackpot, and although there was no winning ticket for the grand prize, 27 lucky players won at least $50,000 each. The Powerball's jackpot for Saturday's drawing is now an estimated $750 million. In order for your ticket to count for the drawing, make sure you buy it before 6:45 p.m. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, is March Madness busted? We're showing you the highlights of the Washington teams and why many of the brackets after just one night have been busted. And here's another thing that's busted, our weather for the weekend. How will our region fare as rain enters into the area? Well, meteorologist Tiffany Savona has those answers in that first alert full forecast. Don't go anywhere, that is next.
There's no other word quite like home. Not house, not residence, not dwelling. Because it's more than any specific place. It could be in the team spirit that keeps your heart pounding the whole drive over the mountains. It could be in the friendships that make you do one more lap around the park. Or make you able to laugh at yourself. It's a feeling, a belonging. And that's really different for everyone. So while we can't define what home is to you, what we can do is help you get there.
Find your way home in a new 2024 Mazda CX-5 with 0% financing from McCurley Mazda.
It's now the Grand National RV Show at R&R RV North Spokane, March 14th through the 23rd. Shop over 140 RVs inside the West Coast's largest indoor showroom. Motorhomes, camper vans, fifth wheels, and trailers. The time to buy is now. The Grand National RV Show, March 14th through the 23rd, indoors at R&R RV North Spokane. Special show pricing, giveaways, and food vendors on site. Visit rnrrv.com.
So, all of us are here to talk about trading. Right now at US Cellular, you can get a new phone without having to trade in your old one.
Trade you my PB&J for that phone.
No, kid, you don't have to trade. See, $830 off any phone at US Cellular. No trade-in needed.
You drive a hard bargain. Boom. Chocolate milk.
You don't have to trade. I'll take the chocolate milk.
Okay.
Get $830 off any phone. No trade-in needed. US Cellular. Built for us.
For 600 different cigars and 125 pipe tobaccos, it's The Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's The Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's The Educated Cigar. At The Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week.
They say post it or it didn't happen. But out here, in the places we were made for, you'll have to take our word for it. Find somewhere the internet's never been. With a family of Broncos designed to get you there.
Your choice. Get a 2023 Bronco Sport with 0 for 60 or lease for $299 a month only at your local Ford dealer.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
Good morning and welcome back. Happy Friday, everyone. Yesterday we topped out in the mid and upper 60s, and I think today will be pretty similar. Unfortunately, we will see more in the way of cloud cover though. So this morning, the sunrise is at 6:54, sunset at 7:13, and our temperatures have fallen into the 40s, low to middle 40s, even some 30s across the Yakima and Kittitas valleys, where we have seen breaks in the clouds, and those winds did diminish overnight. So we're down to 40 in the Tri-Cities, 42 in Prosser, 38 in Yakima, 41 in Toppenish, and 46 in Walla Walla. So certainly a chilly start to your Friday. Here are those winds coming down anywhere between 5 and 10 miles per hour, but it was a breezy day yesterday. Today, not nearly as breezy. We're watching our next storm system, that upper level system still offshore, but you can see the rain increasing along the coasts of Washington and Oregon. And as this system pushes on shore this weekend, our rain chances will be going up, but the computer models are coming in a little bit drier across the region. I'll show you what I mean in just a second. Today, I think you can leave the umbrella at home. I don't think you're going to need it during the daytime hours. Any shower activity should remain well off to our west along the coast and the Cascades. High temperatures today similar to what we saw yesterday, mid and upper 60s, still well above average for this time of year. 69 in Tri-City, 68 Hermiston, 67 Walla Walla, 62 in Yakima, and 66 degrees in Connell. If you have any dinner plans or if it's date night for you, there may be a couple of showers out there, but notice not a lot of action until after midnight into early tomorrow morning. So you may want to take the umbrella just in case tonight, but chances are you probably won't need to use it. Tomorrow morning as you're waking up, scattered light rain showers out there with temperatures starting off in the 40s, low and middle 40s. So all of the precipitation falling in the form of just rain here in the Columbia Basin. But notice how that rain changes over to snow across the Cascades. Saturday morning, we have that rain like I just showed you. And then look what this computer model does. And a lot of them showing a lot of breaks in the rainfall during the afternoon. So if you have any plans outdoors, I think you may be able to squeeze them in. There could be a few showers from time to time, but it doesn't look like a washout by any means. And temperatures will be on the cooler side, closer to average for this time of year. We're talking about lower 60s, even some upper 50s along the foothills of the Blues, and it will be breezy at times. So it's going to feel much colder, especially after what we've seen this week. Remember, we saw 70s and even we hit 80 degrees that one day. How much rain are we talking? Not a lot, and it has been a dry March. So for the Columbia Basin, I'm thinking below 1/4 of an inch, maybe 1/10 of an inch if we're lucky. We'll see the higher amounts along the east slopes of the Cascades and along the foothills of the Blues. We're talking about 1/4 to maybe 1/2 an inch if we're lucky, but we'll take what we can get. Your 7-day forecast showing that I have lowered those rain chances down to 50% Saturday and Sunday with highs in the lower 60s now, upper 50s on Monday, and then next week looks a little bit quieter. It looks like the best chance for rain will be on Wednesday. Yakima 62 today, stray shower later, and then better chances for some scattered showers on Saturday, Sunday with highs in the upper 50s. In Walla Walla, that's where our best chance for showers will be Saturday, Sunday, and even into Monday. Your rain chances a little bit higher. Highs in the 50s for the next couple of days after today. It's going to feel much colder. Hermiston 68 today. Enjoy it. We're down to 63 with showers possible tomorrow. Jessica.
Thank you, Tiffany. And March Madness is already living up to its name for college basketball fans. The first round of the NCAA tournament happened yesterday, and after 8 games, the NCAA said just less than 2.5% of brackets remained perfect in its own bracket game. Thursday's biggest bracket buster was the number 3 seed Kentucky Wildcats losing to the number 14 seed Oakland Golden Grizzlies. The final score in that game was 80-76. According to the NCAA, Oakland's upset left just over 2,000 perfect brackets still standing, which is actually an increase from last year. After 8 games last year, less than 1% of brackets were still perfect. And we've got 2 Washington teams in March Madness action last night. First up, the Washington State Cougars, who were looking for their first tournament win since 2008 against the Drake Bulldogs. The Cougs led by 4 at halftime, but the Bulldogs came out hot in the second half and took the lead. But the Cougs come right back and they didn't panic. With under 2 minutes to play, a big shot to end the game. WSU for the win, 66-61. And next up is 2nd seed Iowa State. And now the Gonzaga men up against the 12th seed McNeese State Cowboys. Gonzaga struggled for much of the year with the 3-ball, but that wasn't the case last night. Many brackets and top sports analysts picked McNeese to upset Gonzaga in the first round, but the Bulldogs did not disappoint. They bested the Cowboys 86-65. Gonzaga players say it really came down to defense. And next up for them is Kansas, and if they win, that'll make it 9 straight Sweet 16s for Gonzaga, the longest active streak in the nation. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, don't say his name 3 times. It was the rule. We'll give you the first teaser to the newest installment of Beetlejuice. We've got that Hollywood Minute next.
Come aboard Water to Wine Cruises. Our unique weekend brunch cruise offers delicious dishes by our chefs as you take in beautiful views of the river. Start the morning off right and visit watertowinecruises.com to book your brunch today.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota. Imagine all the slopes you'll conquer.
Sick.
Imagine all the sights you'll see.
Wow.
Whoa. Okay, how about you imagine dropping me off?
Right now, lease a new 2024 4Runner for $479 per month. See your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com to learn more.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
We're Washington Broadband, Yakima's original internet company. With over 250 square miles of fixed wireless, 60 miles of cable, 20 miles of fiber to the home, we are serious internet. Throughout the year, our crews are building fiber and cable to homes and businesses in the upper Yakima Valley. We've never raised our prices in 28 years. With 7-day-a-week support, we're also a phone company. Go to WABroadband.com to find us. We're Yakima's hometown source to the world.
Now is a great time to get an offer you'll love on the Accord Hybrid and CR-V Hybrid. Inventory is here, so bring on the fun, bring on the weekend getaways, bring on the memories. And get a great offer on a Honda, named the 2023 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value Brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
In 1997, my father-in-law, John Ramsey, started his business. We took it from 2.5 acres. Now we're 22 acres.
What separates us is you're not just a number when you walk in the door.
Professional, on time. They answer all my questions.
If you're looking for a high-quality trailer at the right price, this is the place.
It feels like a home away from home.
I can guarantee when you buy an RV from us, you are part of the Broadmoor family.
At Broadmoor RV,
we make camping fun! A semi-truck accident can shatter your life. At Tamaki Law, we put your life back together.
If you've been hit by a large commercial vehicle, call Tamaki Law. Semi-truck insurance companies have the resources to deny any claim. That's why you need the experienced team at Tamaki Law to fight for the justice you deserve.
If you've been seriously injured, call Tamaki Law and get your life back.
Need a new furry pal? It's Operation Best Friend from Apple Valley News Now. Each Wednesday, we'll feature lovable pets from area shelters wanting forever homes. Operation Best Friend from Windermere Group 1 and Apple Valley News Now.
Hello there. Watch live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekday mornings at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Today in entertainment news, 2 movie previews, one about a transformative political figure, the other, well, let's just say you'll recognize him. Here's David Daniel, the man with 2 names, with the Hollywood Minute.
The juice is loose.
He's back. The first teaser trailer is out for Beetlejuice Beetlejuice. Winona Ryder, Jenna Ortega, and Catherine O'Hara join Michael Keaton in the long-awaited sequel from Tim Burton. Beetlejuice Beetlejuice arrives to haunt theaters September 6th.
Voting's bourgeois politics. If all you're doing is outside yelling and screaming, that's all you're ever gonna be. A yeller and a screamer.
Christina Jackson co-stars in Shirley as future Congresswoman Barbara Lee, who got her start working with groundbreaking presidential candidate Shirley Chisholm.
I do believe that had she been allowed to debate, she would have gotten much further and she would have garnered much more support. But I think them knowing how capable she was contributed to not letting her get that far.
Shirley, starring Regina King, debuts today on Netflix. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Definitely watching Beetlejuice Beetlejuice. And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, by this time tomorrow, parts of the federal government could be shut down. Why even some last-minute scrambling might not save some agencies from having to put a stop to activities. Plus, it's never too late to celebrate. A big event in Pasco as they celebrate an official opening. We've got the details next.
In today's Tech Bites, Reddit's successful public debut. The company's shares jumped nearly 50% on their first day of trading. The online forum company collected more than $500 million from its IPO, money that could fund the building of new revenue streams. Dungeons & Dragons is celebrating its 50th anniversary by teaming up with Converse. A limited edition collection of Chuck Taylors will be out next month, designed mostly around the earliest versions of the game. The sneakers start at $80. And finally, DoorDash is launching a pilot program for food delivery by drone. The company is testing the plan in a suburb of Roanoke, Virginia, saying food deliveries should arrive in 30 minutes or less. For now, drone delivery only handles orders from Wendy's, but will expand if the test works out. I hope one day they deliver pizza this way, but that idea might be a little too pie in the sky. Those are your Tech Bites. Have a great day.
I'm the richest guy in the world.
I have inherited the best traditions.
I have a great boss.
Thank you.
It's me.
How'd I look?
I have people I can count on.
I have time to give.
And a million stories to share.
If that's not rich, I don't know what is.
The key to being rich is knowing what counts.
Mucinex Night Shift starts working at bedtime to fight your worst nighttime symptoms. How could you? And leaves your system fast. By the time you wake up, you're ready to take on the day. Try it and feel the difference. Mucinex Night Shift. It's comeback season.
Okay, so here's my most requested hack for stubborn odors. You'll need vinegar, a large salad bowl, and...
Oh, hi. Have you tried Tide Fabric Rinse? It works after your detergent to fight deep odors 3 times better than detergent alone.
I love that.
Try Tide Fabric Rinse.
Right now on Good Morning Northwest, a last-minute deal may not leave enough time to avoid a shutdown for some agencies. Will it affect you? And the Kennewick Police Department teamed up with the Boys and Girls Club of Benton and Franklin counties to make it a cut above the rest. We'll tell you about it next. And get ready for some wet weather this weekend. Meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your details in that full forecast. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal. The time is 5:30 on Friday, March 22nd. Let's check in now on your forecast with meteorologist Tiffany Savona. And Tiffany, you were saying we need our umbrellas maybe later today. How else is it looking?
It's looking more like tonight, Jessica. I think today, if you're heading to work, you can leave the umbrellas in the car, you can leave them at home. But if you have any plans tonight, you may want to bring it just in case, and you'll certainly want to keep that umbrella on standby as we head into the weekend, but it's not looking like a washout. Now, temperatures this morning are on the chilly side. We're in the upper 30s up toward Yakima, 38 this morning. Prosser checking in at 42, 40 degrees in Tri-Cities, 46 Walla Walla, and 42 in Pendleton. So you will need that jacket early this morning, but I don't think the weather is going to impact your morning or your evening commute. In fact, we may see a little bit of sunshine this morning as temperatures start off in the 40s, 69 degrees later on this evening, Here are those rain chances. We're dry during the daytime hours, slight chance for a spotty shower this evening, and then those rain chances going up after midnight into early tomorrow morning. So we'll break down that hour by hour forecast for you, and we'll also have your ski forecast, which looks promising as we head into the upcoming weekend. That's all coming up. Jessica?
Thank you, Tiffany. By this time tomorrow, parts of the federal government could be shut down. Lawmakers are rushing to make a budget deadline tonight, but they could miss it. Amy Kiley reports on what that would mean for Americans.
This is what Washington has devolved into.
In mere hours, these federal departments and other agencies could shut down. A plan to keep them open appears to have enough support to pass.
I'm predisposed. We want to keep the government funded.
The question is, when will the legislation be enacted? And the answer determines how this process could affect Americans.
There's a sentiment to try, for a number of reasons, personal and political, to get the job done before midnight.
Scenario 1, on time. This might come down to the Senate, where a single senator can slow a bill's passage.
There needs to be amendments. That's going to happen.
Scenario 2, a few hours late. Approved legislation doesn't just land on President Joe Biden's desk. Clerks need time to prepare it. Earlier this month, Biden signed a budget package hours after the deadline, and it made no real difference. Scenario 3, a day or two late.
It'll probably end up they're going to try to push it to Saturday or Sunday, and they'll work a deal.
That would affect federal employees in unfunded departments who work weekends. Most essential ones would have to work without pay. Scenario 4, even longer. Weekday scenarios have a greater effect on federal workers, access to services, the U.S. economy, and average Americans.
No one practical wants a government shutdown, so I hope we will avoid it.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
In more national news, a plane carrying 7 people from Haiti landed in Florida yesterday. Missionary Flights International got them out of the country as it devolves into chaos. Earlier this week, they flew another 15 people into Fort Pierce. Those who fled say they are feeling safer and are relieved to be in South Florida. One person said that Haitian towns not touched by violence or unrest are feeling the turmoil and gang rule. Missionary Flights International has been helping the people of Haiti for 60 years. The organization's leaders say it will continue to fly people out of the war-torn country as long as the airports are open. A new UN report released to mark World Water Day warns that a lack of access to clean water is threatening peace worldwide. It says that water is often a tool and a target when it comes to warfare and regional tensions over water. The report says more than 2 billion people do not have access to safe drinking water. It also says 3.5 billion people lack access to sanitation that's safely managed. Locally now, the Pasco School District is ensuring every student is set up for success with a special transition center. It officially opened at the beginning of the school year, but the district held a ribbon cutting this afternoon. The Pasco Transition Center serves students with disabilities who are 18 to 21 years old and need a little extra help going from high school to adult life. While most districts provide the extra help in schools, Pasco decided to take a more specialized and focused approach to teaching skills like independent living, career development, and more.
They need a little extra time learning those skills, having more of a focus here on the job and community access than being in the high school and focusing on the high school standards and the classes, the traditional classes that are offered there. We can really tailor it to the students' interests and needs.
That's where the Transition Center comes in. It's free for students in the Pasco School District. And coming up later, we'll hear from a young adult about how the center has impacted her life. Role-playing games have exploded in popularity in recent years, but some can be expensive and intimidating to start. The West Valley Library has been working on starting its own Dungeons & Dragons club. Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell says that day is finally here.
Not only are they starting their own D&D club, but soon people will be able to check out their very own D&D starter kit that they'll be able to use to build a campaign, adventure with friends, and fight evil. Community Library Supervisor Rebecca Sofer says she started playing D&D during the pandemic as a way to connect with friends. And when she became a librarian, she thought a D&D club would be a good fit.
I really saw the connections between literacy and building math and social skills and even empathy, and it just really struck me how the library is such a great way for different people to come together and to learn and to stretch their imagination.
Their first Dungeons & Dragons club meeting planned for April 12th from 4 to 7 p.m. The first of 75 starter kits being distributed to libraries across the state was dropped off at West Valley Library by none other than Washington's Secretary of State, Steve Hobbs, who tells me he's been playing D&D since before it was cool, since when it started in 1974 with the first edition. That's coming up at 6. In West Valley, I'm Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Thank you, Emily. And the Kennewick Police Department teamed up with the Boys and Girls Club of Benton and Franklin counties to provide free haircuts to the community. Around 60 people were able to take part. Legacy Barbershop gave each kid a new cut, and officers had the opportunity to connect with the kids by playing basketball and handing out prizes. The event was sponsored by the KPD Foundation and Northwest Roofing and Exteriors. Officials say they hope to host another event like this later this year. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, one could say it's a product of March Madness. What procedure doctors say they see the most during these next few weeks. We'll be right back with the details on that next.
There's no other word quite like home. Not house, not residence, not dwelling. Because it's more than any specific place. It could be in the team spirit that keeps your heart pounding the whole drive over the mountains. It could be in the friendships that make you do one more lap around the park. Or make you able to laugh at yourself. It's a feeling, a belonging. And that's really different for everyone. So while we can't define what home is to you, what we can do is help you get there.
Find your way home in a new 2024 Chevy Silverado with financing as low as 1.9% from McCurley Chevrolet.
If you're a high school senior, listen up. This message is for you. A college education is expensive. The Molly Davis Scholarship Program can help with up to $7,500 per year. It's easy to apply. Just go to yakimarotarytrust.org and click on the Molly Davis Scholarship tab. Hundreds of Yakima County residents have achieved the dream of a higher education thanks to the Molly Davis Scholarship Program.
Applications end May 1st, so apply today. For 600 different cigars and 120 fine pipe tobaccos, it's The Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's The Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's The Educated Cigar. At The Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week. Are you looking for a new car that's sporty, reliably fun, with great fuel efficiency? Check out the new 2024 Kia Soul LX at Overturf Kia. New Kia Soul LX models start at just $20,990. Choose from 6 at this price. Plus get 4.99% interest for up to 60 months. Take delivery today or reserve a car that's on its way. Shop online anytime at overturfkia.com. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick. Wow, you really made our dreams come true.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, you can enjoy the dreams you've worked so hard to achieve.
Guess that's what American Family Insurance is for. He's the wise twin.
Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto with American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In your health news, the first round of the 2024 NCAA men's and women's basketball tournaments are underway, and some doctors say many men choose this time of year to sit back, watch the games, and recover from a vasectomy. This type of surgery tends to spike this time of year. In today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither has more on what the procedure entails and what those who undergo it should know.
The madness has begun. With the first round now upon us, some men are ready to post up on the couch.
Guys see this opportunity, take a couple days off, and we end up having the consultations just a little more frequently than any other time of year.
Dr. Peter Sembarlis with Northwestern Medicine says a vasectomy should be considered a permanent sterilization.
We create an obstruction by taking a small segment of the vas deferens out, so that the ejaculate no longer contains sperm.
Sembarlis says the procedure takes 30 minutes or less. Patients will be under local anesthesia and afterwards will have up to 4 days of soreness and then a relatively rapid recovery.
I'm pretty strict on the first 48 hours. I say don't do anything that makes you grunt.
2 days after the procedure, there may still be some soreness, but Sembarlis says patients can be as active as they can tolerate. As with any procedure, there are some potential risks.
There is a 1% chance of a lingering pain. That's called post-vasectomy pain syndrome, and it's treatable, but certainly you'd much rather your patients end up in that 99% whose pain resolves permanently.
See a doctor if there are signs of infection, including redness, oozing, or a fever. But Sembarlis says a patient's intimacy will not be altered.
The only thing that changes is the reproductive potential. So sensation, ejaculation, orgasm, urination, hormonal function, things like testosterone are completely unchanged.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
The doctor says it's also important for those who get a vasectomy to know they're still potent and able to produce a pregnancy for a couple of months after the procedure. And up next on Good Morning Northwest, we've already had some experience with this across the region, but how is the spring shaping up overall? The latest from NOAA. NOAA. And looking outside, temperature is 40 degrees. The sunrise is at 6:54 this morning. It's a little chillier than it was this time yesterday. And we won't be seeing much sun this weekend. Meteorologist Tiffany Savona will have more in that first alert full forecast. Keep it here.
The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
Shelby's Floral, your homegrown neighbor with worldwide connections for over 45 years. Shelby's, more than just a flower shop, specializing in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, and home decor. We're unique, and we're here for all of life's occasions, all year long. Shelby's Floral at the corner of Clearwater and Edison in Kennewick. Stop by today and let our experienced designers help you with all of your floral needs. Shelby's Floral.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota. Imagine all the slopes you'll conquer.
Sick.
Imagine all the sights you'll see.
Wow.
Whoa. Okay, how about you imagine dropping me off?
Right now, lease a new 2024 RAV4 for just $389 a month. See your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com to learn more.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
The road can be a crazy place. Uh-oh! That's why Les Schwab Tires fixes brakes, steering, and more. And those guys don't. Keep driving. I'm just glad Les Schwab puts my safety first, so I can backseat drive with confidence.
Right now, during our spring tire sale, save up to $80 on select sets of 4 tires. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since 1952.
Why do you Goodwill? Well, there are countless reasons.
Goodwill makes it easy to support my ongoing creative projects at home with their affordable items.
To be environmentally friendly through upcycling, reusing, and recycling.
For the chance to uncover brand new items at unbelievable prices.
Goodwill means being economical with my money.
With hundreds of reasons to shop at Goodwill, you can feel great about knowing 95.7 cents of every dollar you spend helps your community. Goodwill. Donate, shop, impact locally.
There's no other word quite like home, because it's more than any specific place. It could be in the team spirit that keeps your heart pounding the whole drive over the mountains. It could be in the friendships that make you able to laugh at yourself. It's a feeling, a belonging, and that's really different for everyone. So while we can't define what home is to you, what we can do is help you get there.
Find your way home in a new 2024 Chevy Silverado with financing as low as 1.9% from McCurley Chevrolet.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
Good morning and welcome back. Let's talk about our March rain totals because it has been a pretty dry month across the Pacific Northwest, at least across the Columbia Basin, I should say. So in the Tri-Cities, we have only seen 1/10 of an inch of rain during the entire month. That puts us about a little bit more than 1/4 of an inch below average. Yakima, only 600, so we haven't even seen 1/10 of an inch. We're almost 1/2 an inch below average. Walla Walla, we have seen a little bit more, 2,800, so a little over 1/4 of an inch, but we're more than an inch below average where we should be this time of year. And Hermiston, only 400ths of an inch. So really, we haven't seen much rain at all, so we'll take whatever we can get as we head into the upcoming weekend. And unfortunately, it does not look like a lot. Temperatures this morning are into the 30s and 40s. We're at 40 degrees in Tri-Cities, 46 Walla Walla, 38 in Dayton, 38 in Yakima, and 35 in Ellensburg. So a little bit colder since the winds have diminished overnight, and we have seen some breaks in the cloud cover overnight as well. Here are your winds, anywhere between 5 and about 10 miles per hour. Pretty light as we start off your Friday, and they'll stay on the light side today. Notice the showers continue to develop along the coastal areas of Washington and Oregon with that storm system still offshore. Now that system will be moving onshore as we head into the weekend. That's why our rain chances will be going up. But I think it's looking drier than previously thought as we go back in time here. So as we go through your Friday, we're partly to mostly cloudy this morning. I think we'll see a little bit of sunshine. I think you can leave the umbrella at home or in the car because all the shower activity stays to our west during the daytime hours. High temperatures today similar to what we saw yesterday, mid and upper 60s. 69 in Tri-City, 68 at Hanford, 65 Prosser, 65 in Toppenish, and 67 in Walla Walla. Now this evening, if you have any plans, Temperatures will be dropping through the 60s, and we could see a stray shower, but notice there's not a lot of action out there. We start to see more rainfall as we get past midnight and head into early tomorrow morning. Temperatures will be starting off in the low and middle 40s early on your Saturday. So if you're getting up early to run some errands, take that umbrella with you. We will see periods of light rain on and off throughout the day. But notice it's not a washout. I think we will have plenty of dry time during the afternoon, maybe a few breaks in the clouds. So I would just keep that umbrella with you just in case. I wouldn't cancel any of your plans tomorrow. High temperatures tomorrow into the lower 60s, so a little bit cooler than where we have been this week. 62 in Tri-Cities, 50s along the foothills of the Blues. That's going to feel a lot colder because we've been so warm this week, and 58 degrees tomorrow in Yakima. How much rain are we talking? Not a lot, but we'll take a few hundredths. Hopefully we get 1/10 of an inch in the Tri-Cities. If we do see any more, it'll likely be along the east slopes of the Cascades and also along the foothills of the Blues, about 1/4 of an inch, maybe 1/2 an inch in some isolated locations. So we can cross our fingers for that. 7-day forecast showing that I have lowered those rain chances Saturday and Sunday because it doesn't look like we'll see as much widespread rain. 30% on Monday, a little bit cooler, upper 50s, and then the next best chance for rain looks to arrive by the middle of next week. Yakima 62, upper 50s Saturday and Sunday, with those rain chances going down as we start off the new work week. Walla Walla, we're looking at 67 today, slight chance for a shower. Colder as we head into the weekend and early next week. Hermiston 68, mostly cloudy today, 63 tomorrow with scattered showers. Scattered showers looking likely on Sunday as well. Let's get you that ski report brought to you by Schweitzer Mountain. This is what it looks like this morning. Sun not up just yet, but that base continuing to melt with all the warm weather we have seen, but things are looking better as we head into the weekend. Today, 37 degrees, a lot of clouds, but we do expect snow to develop this weekend. They could see anywhere from 5 to 10 inches of new snow, so that is some good news. Bluewood today, 50 degrees, some scattered showers. We haven't seen any new snow, and that base depth down to 45 inches, but we are expecting several more inches to fall this weekend, especially on Sunday. White Pass, showers today, 43 degrees. We did see 1 inch of snow over the past 24 hours. That base depth down to 76 inches, and we are expecting several more inches at White Pass this weekend as well. Jessica?
Hey, Tiffany. And while it may not seem like it, in some parts of the country right now at least, the outlook for spring is a warm one. NOAA released its spring prediction Thursday, calling for warmer conditions for most of the U.S. and wetter conditions in the southeast. Above average temperatures for most of the continental U.S. and Alaska are expected for April through June. Meanwhile, there is a lower than average flood risk across the entire country, due in part to the historically low winter snow cover across much of the northern Great Plains and western U.S. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, sure, you could say there may be a lot going on with TikTok right now, but if it goes, we'll be sad to miss this guy. Coming up next, Buster just wants to swim and swim. Why this naughty but lovable pup is capturing social media by storm.
The Y Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
It's time to be bold!
Idol's final auditions are here.
Sky's the limit.
With an Idol performance that will change lives.
I am in shock.
Forever.
We forgot one little thing.
American Idol, new Sunday on ABC.
I've been with U.S. Cellular for years now, and I think I'm their biggest fan. So they asked me to tell you about their special customer event, Us Days. Us Days means exclusive deals just for us customers, like up to $1,200 to upgrade to any new phone. So I said, if I'm going to be on TV, do you think I can get hair and makeup? And I even got a manicure, too.
Introducing Us Days at U.S. Cellular. Exclusive offers just for our customers. Get up to $1,200 to upgrade to any new phone.
When a rookie stunt driver meets the trainer who thought he'd seen it all.
Again.
There's bound to be action. But this is no ordinary blockbuster. It's a Nissan sales event ad, so you better act fast. Don't miss your chance to drive away in a new Nissan.
Let's roll.
Hurry into the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event.
Get 1.9% financing for 60 months on the 2023 Nissan Rogue, or get 2.9% financing for 36 months on Frontier.
Want free college or career training? It's possible.
This is not just laundry. This is laundry that's one and done. This is the ultra-fast combo laundry machine that does both washing and drying cycles. This is revolutionizing laundry. This is GE Profile.
Fred's has the GE Profile one and done laundry machine in stock and on sale for only $24.99. Fred's Appliance. We sell appliances, only appliances.
Let's get scratching. Let's get scratching.
Operation Best Friend. Good Morning Northwest, Wednesdays from Windermere Group 1.
Good morning and welcome back. It is a little bit colder out there on this Friday morning, so you will need those heavier jackets with temperatures starting off in the 30s. Cle Elum, Ellensburg, down into Yakima, up into Moses Lake. The rest of us in the lower 40s. We have seen breaks in the clouds overnight and those winds diminished, allowing temperatures to drop a little bit lower this morning. As we go into the afternoon, we will see a lot in the way of cloud cover. 65 in Toppenish, 62 in Yakima, 59 Ellensburg. So similar to what we saw yesterday afternoon, but with more in the way of cloud cover. 68 Hermiston, 69 Tri-Cities, 65 in Prosser and Connell, up to 66, 68 in Dayton, 67 Walla Walla, 67 Milton Freewater, and 68 degrees in Pendleton. Jessica?
Thank you, Tiffany. And now you've got to check this out. Buster the Labrador Retriever has gone viral for being a bad dog in the swimming pool. His owner posted a video of her 10 attempts to get him to come out of the water, but Jeannie Moose says Buster just can't seem to help himself. Take a look.
Come here. Buster has made a splash on the internet. Buster! Come here. Come here. Come here, you little with his lovable disobedience. Come here. Come here. A Florida resident who can't seem to leave the pool. Be a good boy for once in your life. Buster is only a bad dog when it comes to the pool.
He's not a rambunctious, crazy dog, except for whenever he wants to get in the pool.
Jennifer Henry posted 10 futile efforts. Hey, are you ready to come in? To get Buster out of the pool so she and her husband could make it to a dinner reservation. Hey, that's what's my towel. Don't you dare, Buster. But hey, at least he tends to bring the towel back out of the pool. It was only when her husband used his I mean business voice. Let's go, come on. That Buster and their 14-year-old dog Scooby headed for the house, though Buster contemplated taking one more dip.
No, sir. Buster, get over here now.
You'll notice both dogs disobey. Come here. Come here. But only Buster gets busted.
He's the instigator. Scooby does not get in unless Buster gets in first.
Jennifer has used a net to try and retrieve the retriever. When she's really serious, she uses his full name. Buster Henry. Buster. The lab often wears swimming shoes because his paws get bloody from the unlined concrete, and to protect their 10-year-old son from Buster, his fans can't get enough. Love me some Buster.
He has brought so much joy to our family.
Even if Buster keeps busting her chops.
You were supposed to go potty, not swimming.
Jeannie Moose, CNN, New York.
Buster has his own little swimming